and I made a nice little chai latte, and I was really craving some apple butter. Oh, again, these things this time of year get me so excited. I just love eating seasonally and just really like leaning in, especially if like the days get shorter, the seasonal depression hits, you know, like it's really about like romanticizing the little things and just enjoying and like, yeah, just making everything a little more special. So I made this really good sweet potato breakfast hash. Oof, it was delicious. And my chai latte in my cute little mug. The apple butter turned out amazing. Honestly, apple butter and peanut butter is such an elite combo. I can't even describe it to you. I made these homemade orange little English muffins, which are so cute. And I watched my little movie. We got a TV in the kitchen, which I know is like a little crazy, but like I've always dreamed of having a TV in the kitchen because I love watching cozy little movies and TV shows and stuff while I cook. Like that was my dream. You know, in movies, cute little movies, they have that. That was my dream. And the dream came true. Even though there's lots of like wires now, which I don't really like, but it's still my dream come true. I had some coconut water with some little pumpkin ice cubes, and then I couldn't really decide what I wanted for lunch. So I did a little like charcuterie board vibe. We got pickles, carrots, a ranch, peanut butter and apple butter on crackers, which again, my Grammy showed me those crackers with that. Oh, elite, so good. Then I was like, I just need a cookie in my life. So I whipped up this like, it's called like a single serving batch cookie, but it makes 4. So I've never eaten 4 cookies in a row. So it's more than a single batch for me, but they were so good. I made one with like white chocolate, dark chocolate. Oh, incredible. Then we had a apple curry thing, which is absolutely delicious with like apple rice. Oh, so good. So seasonal. And one of my little chocolate Bitsy Bobs, of course. Then the next day I had some stuff going bad in the fridge, and whenever I have like vegetables that are going off and I don't know what to do with them, you just juice them. It's like, what an easy way to just make sure they don't go to waste and also get something so delicious. Look at these mugs too. It's like came as a set. There was 2 clear ones. So adorable, so amazing. I love them. So I made a celery kind of green juice, and then I made a beet and like apple sweet juice. It's like my favorite combo to do. So delicious, except I don't love the foam stuff on the top. I don't know what that's like considered, but I'm not a fan. But back to the star of the show of this breakfast was some pumpkin spice oatmeal. I'm using my favorite little 1 Degree Organic. Their oats, again, I've worked with them for so long. This is not sponsored, but like I actually adore working with them because 1, they're literally the nicest people ever, and 2, they are a Canadian company, and then 3, all of their oats are like glycinate free, organic, like they're just the best, and they taste the best too. I guarantee you can taste the difference, and I just love them. Okay, then I made a little soup for lunch, which was like tomato, butternut squash, chickpea. I just roasted everything. That's like just such a hack. You just like throw a bunch of stuff on a pan, roast it, season it, toss in some, I spilled the coconut milk, you can see that, oopsies. Watching some Gilmore Girls, making soup, what's more fall than that? I blended it up, and I served it in our cute little, we got some new dishes and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They're so cute. I served it up with some coconut yogurt and a little bit of like parsley and some garlic bread, because if you don't have a sandwich or bread with soup, did you ever really even have soup? This is what I think about at night. I made a beautiful little pie shell because I was making a little pumpkin pie, the first pumpkin pie of the season, and this recipe is the best pumpkin pie, hey Bennett, off the counter little sir, you see him in the background, I've ever made in my life. I burnt the edges just a little bit, but we don't have to look at that. But like, look at the gloss. It's so firm, so amazing. And then I had all these apples that were kind of going bad. I don't know. We were at like the end of our week of a grocery shop, and things that have not been used were looking a little rough. So I cut off all the bad parts and I made a little apple crumble. So we were all desserted up. I froze this one actually because we had like too many dessert things going on at the moment. But I made a little apple pie, I made a little pumpkin pie. I was feeling a very like pie. I was the dessert queen that night, and I was very proud of myself. And this pumpkin pie also looked amazing, and it tasted amazing. Truly the best pumpkin pie I've ever made. So proud of it. So proud of myself. And yeah, I was obsessed. next day I had some more apples I wanted to use, and I was doing this video about this little new thing I got, a chef robot, which basically cooks like everything for you. So it's kind of crazy. I've done a whole video on it if you guys want to check it out. I made some apple pancakes for breakfast that were so nice and crispy. I feel like the recipe needed a little tweaking. I just think it needed like salt or something to like bring out more of the flavors, but they were so good. I had them with peanut butter, apple butter. I made myself a little chai latte because I'm obsessed. I make like my own homemade chai latte concentrate, and it's truly like the best thing ever. It heals me, and it's so good for you too. Like when you think about it, there's so many like really good like healing spices and all kinds of stuff in like a chai latte mix. And then this is me making soup for lunch, which was so crazy because it literally made the soup in it. Like it blended it, it did everything. Like it was kind of wild. And then I made this bread in it as well. It also makes bread, I know. A pumpkin spice focaccia bread. Do I even have to say anything else? Like incredible. I made that the day before, but then I had that the next day with the soup. Oh, what an elite combo. That pumpkin spice focaccia, I think, was the best focaccia I've ever had in my life. Like it wasn't very sweet, but it was just like a touch sweet that it did something to me. It healed a part of me, and I really appreciate that because soup can do that sometimes. It's very powerful. And then for dinner, I made some Greek bowls with a really nice Greek salad, French fries, all the fixings. It was so good. Homemade tzatziki. Oh my gosh, I love a homemade tzatziki. And then I made these adorable little English muffins, this time with like pumpkin faces on them, which are so cute. Like how spooky and fun. I used charcoal to like paint them. I just think that was so fun and so adorable. Then later I had some French fries because sometimes you just need like a big plate of French fries. I don't know about you guys, but that's just sometimes exactly what I need. And then I made a bunch of muffins. We had some bananas that I needed to use, and I made some banana muffins. This is my Grammy's recipe. Literally the best banana muffin recipe ever. Shout out to my Grammy. And I made some pumpkin spice mix. That's the banana muffins. Look at, oh, so squidgy and delicious. I had a cup of tea, and then I also made some carrot muffins that my sister helped me with. And then for dinner, I don't even remember. You're gonna have to let me see. Oh yes, we made a little curry. We made a little butter chicken. I couldn't even remember looking at that, what we were making. A little tofu butter chicken, so good, with just some plain rice. Like sometimes a butter chicken, oh, especially in the wintertime, hits something different. Like Indian food is just so comforting. Like all the spices, all the aromatics, like it just is so good. I don't think I could ever turn down a butter chicken. Like I've never not been in the mood for a delicious butter chicken, or honestly any curry. That is the carrot muffins coming out of the oven, and they were really delicious, but we ended up putting some icing on them because they were definitely like a little like underwhelming without icing, if you know what I mean. No shame to carrot muffins, no shade, but they need a little icing. And then I made some pumpkin spice pancakes. You guys, the pumpkin spice breakfast foods have really been popping off this year. Like I don't know what's in the water, I don't know what's in the air, but I'm like really here for it because it's so good. I made a little pumpkin spice chai, which I mean, I don't think is my favorite. I think I just prefer a pumpkin spice latte and then like my chai lattes. But these pancakes were something else. Look how fluffy, look how, oh, they're just like sensational. And then this day I was like, just like in the mood to get things done. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a dinner ahead of time. I'm gonna make chili. At the same time, I'm making pancakes because I'm a productive queen who can do it all. And I also just, I guess, wanted to have dinner ready. I don't know. I was like in the mood to get it all done. So I had the pancakes, which, oh, look at them. Like the maple syrup. They were so soft and fluffy and like crispy on the outside, which is like my ideal pancake. And yes, this was like a white bean chili thing, I think. It was really good. And I just love when you can just like throw a bunch of things in the crock pot, turn it on, and then just walk away, and it just makes like a delicious dinner. Like, how could it be any better than that? And then here is my very dead, not very dead actually, so sorry. It was just my very sleepy sourdough that's been in the fridge for like months now. I'm like really inspired to make another sourdough because I saw someone make a pumpkin spice cinnamon sugar one, and I said I need that in my life, so stay tuned. And then I saw someone make a BLT pasta salad, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to make that. So I did. You put everything that you'd put in like a BLT in a pasta salad, and then you like put the sauce on it, like a delicious kind of like ranch sauce. Oh my god, it was actually sensational with the tomatoes. Oh my gosh, I'm actually like so hungry just thinking about that right now. Oh my goodness. And then I got this new pan. I don't know if you guys seen pans like this, but it's like the little pan where you have a little lid on it, which is so cool for it to like bake. It like rises really big and then it bakes into like such a beautiful loaf of bread. So excited about that. And then even though I did myself a favor and I made the chili ahead of time, I forgot I also wanted to make a pumpkin cornbread, which was so good. Like, talk about an elevated cornbread. It had like pumpkin seeds on top and oh my god, it was so good. It was like a little sweet, just like, I don't know, the spices and the pumpkin in it like were so good and the chili was so good, and I was just obsessed with the whole meal, to be honest. It was delicious. Oh, and there's my mom, what a cutie. For dessert, I made these cheesecake pumpkin like cookies stuffed with, you know what I mean? Stuffed with cheesecake filling. So good, like literally so delicious. And then I got a really cute PR box with a new cookbook. I absolutely love getting cute boxes like that. Like when they put so much effort and detail into it, I just feel like so special and so cute. And I can't wait to cook with it. And then I had a leftover latte, I think, from yesterday, and I put some more like cold foam on there with a little bit of pumpkin spice. Ooh, so good. And had that with a little oatmeal, which was delicious. Then I made some carrot juice because I made these adorable pumpkin bagels like way at the beginning of fall, and I wanted to recreate them because I did use food dye to get them like really orange, but I really want to I don't like using food dye. I like using just like natural dyes. So I made carrot juice, and I mean they turned out orange-ish, but like not, I'll put in a picture of what the other ones looked like. They were definitely way more orange. So I still have to figure out how to naturally get these bad boys like the color of an actual pumpkin. But I made a really delicious pumpkin cinnamon like cream cheese, and then I had a bowl of chicken noodle soup after. And then for dinner I had a little chocolate snack while I was making dinner. I was really craving like some nice like cozy vibe, so I made a butternut squash mac and cheese, and I also had a bunch of things that I wanted to just throw in a granola, so I also did that too. Look at that, look at how creamy and delicious. I put some pickled radishes on top, for like a little bit of like tanginess with it. Oh, it goes so good with the mac and cheese. And then I burnt my granola because I totally forgot about it, but half of it was still usable, so of course I saved it. And thank you guys so much for watching.